something happened. And no one, absolutely no one, was ready for it. There were no confetti stages, no dramatic countdowns, no news alerts flashing across screens, just a quiet update from Spotify. A single line. Jimin 100 weeks at #1 on Spotify Korea's weekly top artist chart. And in that moment, time stopped. Because this wasn't just a number. This wasn't just another chart record. It was a testament to something bigger. To a presence so powerful, it doesn't need to speak to be heard. Let's go back. April 2022. A K-drama called Our Blues quietly aired on TVN. And with it came a soft, aching song, a duet called With You. That was Jimin's solo debut outside BTS, but it didn't sound like a debut. It sounded like a memory, like something you already loved before you even knew it existed. That's how Jimin first entered the Spotify Korea Weekly Top Artist chart. And now, as of June 12, 2025, he's been on that chart for 149 weeks. And for 100 of those weeks, he was #1. Not one artist has ever done that. Not a single one. No massive promotions, no endless content, just Jimin and the music that lives in people's hearts. But that was only the beginning. Fast forward to the release of his second solo album, Muse, and the world met a song called Who. No one expected it to become a phenomenon, but something about it stuck. The vulnerability, the pain in his voice, the haunting melody that wraps itself around your soul. That song debuted at #1 on Spotify Korea's weekly top songs chart, and it's been sitting there for 47 weeks straight, almost an entire year, unmoved, unshaken. Not even once knocked off the top spot, and all of that without a single live performance. No variety shows, no award show appearance, not even a music video promotion spree, just art, raw and unfiltered, and fans who listened like it was their last lifeline. And the numbers? They're not just impressive, they're historic. Who has reached 60 million filtered streams in South Korea alone? That's a first. No other song, Korean or international, has ever done that in Spotify Korea history. It's a mountain no one else has climbed. Only Jimin. And the impact. It isn't just in one country. Globally, Who has surpassed 1.755 billion total streams. This week, it rose to #81 on Billboard's Global 200, and even higher, #42 on Billboard's global chart, excluding the US. All of this while Jimin is away, serving his country, completely silent in the public eye, and yet his voice still echoes louder than ever. This isn't about stats anymore. It's about something intangible, something deeper. Jimin is an artist who doesn't need to chase the spotlight, because the spotlight follows him. Not because of hype, but because of the weight of his presence, the sincerity in his sound, and the soul in every single note he sings. He doesn't scream to be noticed. He whispers, and the whole world listens. That's what makes this record so legendary. Not just the 100 weeks, but the fact that he did it without noise, without demanding attention, without needing permission to be great. And while others plan their next move, Jimin has already arrived at greatness. He just chose to walk quietly. So the next time someone says, "Where is Jimin?" tell them this: he's not missing. He's not forgotten. He's everywhere. In your playlists, in your memories. And now, etched into music history forever, because legends don't need to return. They never left.